Okay, so now we're going to work on the seat, change the color. We're using burnt sienna and yellow ochre, and we're going to highlight with titanium buff. So we're going to try to see if we can get a nice tan color. I can't go over this. I have to let it dry because it's lifting. Just gonna put tiny bit of burnt, titanium buff in here. Just because I would like the seat part to be slightly lighter than the side. And now, because I'm going in, underneath here should be darker. So I'm just going to take burnt sienna, yellow ochre, and a tiny bit of burnt umber.
Oh,
Burnt umber, because it's darker. See, it's darker in here.
yeah, yeah.
To keep the color from turning pink when you highlight, use the yellow ochre. That will prevent the color from turning pink. I'm mixing burnt umber with burnt sienna and yellow ochre, and I'm just going to put some shadow under right here. It looks very red on the monitor.
Yes,
It's not that red.
that's okay.
Not that red. You know what I'm going to put as well? I'm going to take some, let's see if I can do that. A bit of burnt sienna. And here, let's take burnt umber as well. And put a piping. This is black in here. I'm just mixing a touch of black with my burnt umber for here. And once it's dry, if it's too dark, then I will adjust the color. I think it might be too dark right here, right now. Yeah, it's too dark. All right, let's adjust it. So this is Naples yellow and cerulean blue. That's a beautiful minty color, very soft. So I'm gonna take this color on my knife and I'm just gonna come over here and then just pull it down, push your color down. This is a very nice texture that this knife is creating. I'm going to put some titanium buff to soften around her. So you don't want the wall to jump out. You don't want the color of the wall to, the background to take over. She will disappear in the background. So I'm going to take titanium buff, mix it in to soften, highlight, then soften the color.
And if you don't have titanium buff,
White, just a bit of white in there.
Mhm.
Or brown, any brown that you have, or even yellow ochre. If you have yellow ochre, that will work too. Yeah, that will work. Okay, so in order for this not to look like it's just, you know, behind her and we're trying to avoid her, you know, like it's not behind, it should look like it's behind her. It's coming from behind her. What I'm gonna do is take a brush, take a big brush, and try to blend. Soften this so it looks like it's coming from right, starting behind her.
Is that a dry brush?
It's actually, this brush is actually wet, a bit wet. I didn't, it was wet.
Okay.
I didn't put it in I didn't dip it in water. I'm just softening where the light color is hitting, you know, on the wall. So just certain areas. Let's take some raw umber, put it in here. I'll explain why. This wall here is coming forward too much here, this way, this part. It's too light, so I'm just going to darken it a bit with raw umber. Mix my raw umber with the color of the wall. I still want that this knife, beautiful knife texture to show, but I just want to soften it a bit.
And can I ask again, please, the yellow, what yellow it is?
Yeah, a Naples yellow, the Naples yellow.
With what? By itself?
No, with a bit of cerulean blue. Cerulean blue.
And the dark right now you're
Just
adding?
raw umber. Just I mixed raw umber with the colors I have.
Okay.
The colors I'm using, I just added some raw umber in there.
Yeah.
Now, once it's dry, if I find that the wash or the pattern or the texture I added in here is too strong,
Yes.
I will glaze it to push it back. I'll glaze it with a light color.
Okay.
Just maybe a glaze meaning water, adding water to my color to soften it, to make it transparent. And I'll put a glaze of titanium buff or a very light brown or yellow ochre, anything that will just push, soften and tone the colors down.
Mhm. Okay.
You don't want the background to take over. You don't want it to jump too much forward.
Do you have the on your it looks nice though.
Looks like a
Looks
nice,
very nice.
nice texture in there.
Yes.
Yeah, I like this darker than this side. This should
Yes.
be darker. Just one last thing I would like to do. I'm going to take
You have to do-
titanium buff.
Yeah. You have to do the pavement.
Yes, titanium buff. And I'm going to put a touch of raw umber in my titanium buff to tone it down. And it's like a glaze right now. My color is not too thick. And I'm going to come from, let's see how I'm going to do this. I should be starting from this side. So I will have to turn this around.
And this is titanium buff.
titanium buff, and a bit of raw umber in here. I have
Yes.
raw umber. And it's not a thick paint, so it's more like a glaze.
Glaze.
Again, one more.
That looks good.
It just gives it a bit of movement.
That looks great.
And one here. Really faint. It doesn't have to be strong, but it has to go on the right angle. Oh, now I can't see. Okay, right angle. Right angle is this is right angle. This is not. That's better. I will glaze this down, tone it down. This is too strong right now. I just want to make sure that I'm putting the colors where they should be. Yep, it's good.
And that's it?
Yes, I'm just gonna tone down some of these glazes. Some
No,
of
no,
the-
the lines are only this
Yes, yes, that's it. We
and
don't
the
want
rest of it?
nothing. Just kind of tone it down.
No, 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 no.
tone-
The rest of the lines.
That's
Stays
it.
as it is?
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay. All right, this needs to be redone. Thank God everything else is thank God everything else is dry. Oh. When it's a glaze, it will dry darker because the background will show. So it's better if it's a glaze instead of a thick color. Only this line doesn't want to work.
yeah, that's okay. Leave
It
it.
looks good to me.
Yes.
A bit too much. This one. This is good. These two are good. This one,
Mhm.
no.
Make it darker a little bit, Layal.
I'm trying. I'll let it dry and then if it's.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll let it dry. Okay, so now here, personally, I find that it's, the colors are, the texture is great. I love the texture, but I find that the colors are a bit heavy, a bit too much. I'm going to glaze these, especially this area. It's not completely dry.
What would you glaze it? What color would you glaze it with?
I'm going to take titanium buff. Titanium buff. I'm going to put a touch of raw umber in it, but titanium buff. And I'm going to try to glaze it because it's not completely dry. This is a wide brush and there's quite a bit of water in here. Clean my brush and let's try. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's working.
This was a picture layout or painting?
Picture.
Picture, okay,
Yeah.
very nice. Beautiful,
It's cute.
very cute.
Remember, the original was a picture and we
No, you change it.
changed it. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll wait for it to dry. If the glaze is not enough, then I'll do another coat.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, it's cute. Okay.
Cute, beautiful.